to Charlie Munger's once asked, what explains Warren Buffett's success?
And Charlie's his COO, right?
Yes,
CFO.
he's not CFO,
Partner.
his vice chairman,
Right,
and
okay.
his long time, for the last 50 years, partner, going back to the days when Buffett had the Buffett partnership and Munger had the Munger partnership. Interestingly, they've never lived in the same city. Munger lives in LA. Munger grew up in Omaha, but he's 7 years older than Buffett. So they didn't know each other growing up, but it was a small town. Buffett worked in Munger's grandfather's grocery store or something. There were some connections, and a mutual friend introduced them, though, when they were adults in their 30s. And they immediately hit it off and have been a sounding board for each other and partners in Berkshire Hathaway. Right. When Munger closed his Munger partnership in the early 70s, he basically threw his lot in with Warren Buffett. And Munger has a big ego, is a super smart guy. But he was also humble and smart enough to realize, as good as I am, and Munger had a good record as an investor running the Munger partnership, as good as I am, this guy's better. So he teamed up with Buffett in the early 70s, and Buffett's worth 50 plus billion, but Munger's a billionaire too. He's not complaining. So I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
I think you were talking
the
about
question.
I think Munger had a point of view that you said. I don't know, that made him unique, and I'm not quite sure exactly what that was.
Oh, what explains Warren Buffett's success?
Yes.
And one of Munger's favorite terms is Lollapalooza effects. To get super big, dramatic change or impact, it's never one cause or two causes. It's multiple things all working together to create Lollapalooza effects. So I would argue, for example, in our prediction about the rapid rise in adoption of electric vehicles and autonomous vehicles isn't due to one or two developments. It's due to a confluence of things all hitting at the same time. Technology, video technology, radar technology, GPS, big data, artificial intelligence, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The reduction in battery costs, all of those things come together. So in Buffett's case, Munger points to, his success is partly being super rational, as you pointed out. It's having a big ego, but also being super humble. And that's what's missing. Almost everybody in the investment field has a huge ego, almost definitionally. We're all type A
we know that,
personalities.
Right.
But the ones who are successful are the ones who also have the humility and self-awareness to say, you know what, maybe I made a mistake here. It's time to get out. You know what, somebody's making a lot of money over there trading cocoa bean futures. I don't know anything about cocoa beans, so I'm not going to invest over there, even if somebody else is making a lot of money doing it, right? So Warren Buffett was, as a teenager in high school, was the smartest kid in the class. And in his high school yearbook, he was most likely to succeed. So he had a good brain for this, but then he also got lucky. He got trained by Ben Graham. So you can see all these factors put together, but basically to become world-class at anything, hitting a tennis ball, playing the violin, being a brain surgeon, a fighter pilot, or a superior investor, you need the basic fundamental challenge is to get yourself on a super steep learning curve as early as possible and never ever get off it. And that's what's incredible about Buffett and Munger. In a couple of days, I'm going out to Munger's annual meeting out in Los Angeles for a small company he's the chairman of called Daily Journal. He's 96 years old, and he's still learning. He's still a voracious reader. Buffett is too. So, Buffett started young, maybe age 10, and here he is at age 88. Or maybe just turned 89, and he's still on an incredibly steep learning curve. You don't see many human beings still getting better with age at the age these two guys are.
Right, so that gives them the edge and allows them to take the wisdom but still keep learning, have the ego but stay humble, and that's what makes great investors, probably great human beings as well. Hi, my name is Brian Rose, and I've just wrapped filming of an exclusive video with Whitney Tilson, the American investor, author, and founder of Empire Financial Research. about some exciting investment opportunities in the electric vehicle and autonomous driving space.
When revolutionary new technologies come along, they follow an S-curve like that. And I think we're in the very early, right about to hit that inflection point with both electric and autonomous vehicles in a way that, I could see in 10 years where more than half of all the cars sold will be both electric and pretty much self-driving, if not full level 5, certainly level 4.
Whitney has been called the prophet by CNBC because of his uncanny ability to predict the future with his investment advice. And our video will not be available on YouTube or anywhere else but the link below.
It's an incredibly exciting area, and I don't think people fully appreciate how quickly it's going to happen.
Look, we've all seen the massive moves in Tesla stock recently, and yet most of us missed it. But Whitney has 5 special investment ideas that the general public have never heard of that will allow you to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in the electric vehicle and autonomous driving space.
Think of the implications for auto insurance if computers are driving cars. Hopefully, almost 40,000 Americans die every year on the roads, and many, many more are injured.
The truth is, this sector is going to change everything, from energy to automotive to insurance, even saving hundreds of thousands of lives due to car accidents every single year. And because you are a London Real viewer, I've managed to get you free access to his groundbreaking special investment report through the link below.
We're rushing to finish our research and write it up and get it out because all the publicity with Tesla stock ripping is drawing attention to the whole sector, and we want to get our report out quickly so that our readers and subscribers can take advantage of some of the other stocks that investors haven't yet picked up on and haven't yet tripled, but we think have that kind of potential.
Whitney says that we should expect exponential growth in this sector, much like we saw with the introduction of the iPhone in 2007. Imagine being an investor in Apple back then. How much would you have made? So click on the link below or go to londonreal.tv/invest to watch our video and download your copy of this free report. Unfortunately, I've been limited to the number of people who can have access, so act now and get your free copy to take advantage of this incredible investment opportunity.